Ababa Kuku, Pari, Hendu, La Papa, Lottery Ticket, Jakadia, and Idemili. In 2006, his play, Hard Ground, won both the NLNG Prize for Nigerian Literature and the Anna NDC JP Clark Drama Prize. Is that all? If you write 60 plays, one must win something. Professor Ahmed Erima wrote and directed the dance drama Iba, which has remained one of the National Theatre National Troupe's longest touring productions. In October 2002, he directed Ole Soyinka's The Strong Breed, a play performed by the National Troupe of Nigeria and produced in collaboration with the French Cultural Center, Lagos. That same month, he directed Yemoja, a dance drama and Nigeria's entry at the annual Conventional International Arts Festival in Mexico. In August 2005, Professor Erima co-wrote and directed Mother Earth, a dance drama performed on Nigeria's Day at the Japan's Aichi Expo 2005. Professor Ahmed Erima has published papers and essays in both local and international academic journals. I like the phrasing. Professor Ahmed Erima has published papers and essays in both local and international journals. If they counted 60 plays, creative works, 60 plays for somebody who's just about 60 years old. You can imagine how many papers he would have written to reach where he is, maybe 220. He is a fellow of the Society of Nigerian Theatre Artists, SONTA, a fellow of NANTAB, and a member of the Nigerian Academy of Letters. This Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to Professor Erima in recognition of more than 30 years' contribution to academia, his relentless quest for theatrical advancement, his tireless service to the preservation of culture, and robust publishing record that has helped to shape our understanding of dramatic arts. I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, Professor Ahmed Erima.
May I so respectfully request Your Excellency the Governor of Kaduna State, so represented by the Deputy Governor, to so present this award, Lifetime Award, to the Professor, please. Thank you very much, Ma. At about time, distinguished, we may wish to be seated, please. At about time, we call upon the award recipient, Professor Ahmed Erima, for his own acceptance speech, sir.
I don't know what to say, but I have a good feeling that with what Lola said, I will be able to eat a lot of food. I will be able to, since the Sterling Bank or God knows me, I will be able to collect a loan. And since the Peugeot bus brought me, I'll be able to take a Peugeot bus home. I want to thank you very much. I want to thank Kaduna State. I want to thank the book, the Buzz group that organized this. Lola sent me a text message and said, I've been looking for you. Where have you been? And I said, I'm fine. And I've been looking for you too. Hello, Lola. and that's it. As they read the citation, I didn't know I'd lived for that long. you know, especially when a professor says you taught me, then you are in trouble. But we thank God for that. I want to see this. It's very significant in my life for getting this award from Kaduna. One, because I started my real serious teaching career at Ahmadu Bello University. And so I want to extend this. First, I want to extend this to all the 60 plays I've written, the ones you have seen and the ones you are yet to see. And it's very significant because this month, in fact, last week, my new play came out, Queen Amina. And so it just ties Kaduna, and the crocodiles, and the friendly crocodiles, and Amadou Bello and my life together. Nigeria is such a big country, and so what my teacher, Shoyinka, taught me at Ife was that you cannot afford to sit down and write plays for play's sake or art for art's sake. Nigeria provides a lot of challenges, and I think even by the time I die, there will be more plays I haven't written than the ones I have written, because Nigeria constantly gives me materials to write. My new play, the play that came before Queen Amina, is called Hendu, and it's about the Fulani headsmen. So as I finish writing, something new comes up, and my friends who are very, I don't know, they push you in a very subtle manner. They tell you, Prof, have you read what's going on? To try and write something about it, you know? So, in fact, it gets to, I remember going for an interview for an ECOWAS job, and the man said, Prof, what have you written now? We've just sworn in President Buhari. I think you should write the swearing, you know, since you're very topical. And I think you can do it, young ladies and gentlemen who are wearing wonderful uniforms, that you can allow your society to challenge you. You're lucky to be born in a great country like Nigeria, like I am. And that's why I also write multicultural plays. That's the trick about writing 60 plays. Because what I try to do is to look for the commonalities of themes. And I find that the problems with the Igbos in Odenigbo, or Idemmili, or Kwabata, all those problems exist within the Yoruba society also. It's just the names. I also trick people because I find that all the proverbs that exist in Yoruba language also exist in Igbo land and also exist in Hausa. And only the symbols, the motifs, and the imageries change. And so when I do that, I've now become an expert at it that I don't even know what I'm writing about and where I'm writing about and where I belong. That's why you will see me in Abada uniform, Hausa, Babaniga, Ijebu cap, and I don't know what's inside me. Because, you know, but the beauty is trying to create. I want to thank you today from the bottom of my heart. I want to dedicate this to my wife. Bridget died. You say, how is he going to die? Daddy let him die very well. You know? And that was when he was in primary school. And he's reading law. He'll tell me, what are the circumstances? Tell me the equity, the jurisprudence. And then I said, now I'm growing old. On behalf of my family, I thank you. God bless you.
Hello, thank you very much. May I request another professor who is going to present a creative writing program. You hear more from him. I have asked to jump this and call upon Professor Malumfashi. Please, let's celebrate him, distinguished guest. Sada Malumfashi, please. Professor Sada Malumfashi. Okay, Sada Malumfashi. I told you I'm a professor.
I'm Sada Malumfashi, not the professor. Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Program Officer Creative Writing Program at Yasmin El-Rufai Foundation. Yasmin El-Rufai Foundation is a non-profit, non-governmental, non-political organization that focuses on two programs. Creative writing and women literacy. As part of the creative writing program, in 2017, we conducted our inaugural creative writing workshop for children in secondary schools. The then Commissioner of Education in Kaduna State, Professor Andrew Nock, was in our midst. He was impressed with the talented kids and instituted a 100,000 Naira poetry prize. Professor Nock sadly passed away last year. May his soul continue to rest in peace. In memory of the late academician, we instituted the Professor Andrew Knock Prize for Poetry and added our own Hamza El-Rufai Short Story Prize for children between the ages of 12 to 18. This year, we received a total of 173 entries from within Kaduna State. Our readers selected a long list for both prizes, and we conducted an intensive 3-day workshop for these wonderful kids, with some of the guests at Kabafest here as facilitators. Thank you, TJ Benson. Thank you, Daisy Ode. Today, I'm proud to present the participants of the workshop who are here with us. We call them our flowers. Can you please rise? Thank you. I would like to invite the pleasure of the Deputy Governor, who is representing the Governor, who was at the opening ceremony of our workshop, to present the winners of the 2 prizes. Your Excellency, please. So I'll start with the Poetry Prize. Drum roll. The second runner-up for the Professor Andrew Knock Poetry Prize 2019 is Bello Faiza. Congratulations, Faiza. The first runner-up for the 2019 Professor Andrew Knock Poetry Prize is Aisha Abdullahi Bardi. And the winner of the 2019 Professor Andrew Knock Poetry Prize, who sadly could not join us here due to some personal emergencies, is Aisha Kabir Muhammad. I'd like to invite one of our mentors, Hassana Umar Maina, the Creative Writing Program Officer of Creative Writing Club Congo, to collect it on her behalf. And then to the Short Story Prize. Second runner-up for the 2019 Hamza El-Rufai Short Story Prize is Muhammad Nur Khalil. First runner-up for the 2019 Hamza El-Rufai Short Story Prize is Ashraf Ajoye. And finally, the winner of the 2019 Hamza El-Rufai Short Story Prize, Okori Ihotu Ehi Agape. She's wearing our elf shirt. Thank you very much. We appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's about time we call upon the next thing, which is poetry. It will be so presented by Nathalia Molibathi. Ma, you're welcome, please. Let's celebrate her. All the way from South Africa, she is here.
Hi, Lola. Congratulations to you and your team for the magic that we all get to dance on. You are a song singing in the deepest voice of my people, a lullaby cusping tears, an Amandla song to every child of the storm. Someone said that you are the wind beneath the broken wing of my people. Another one said that women like you are the mending season of our aching. Women like you give and give and give their last breath to ignite fires called revolution. Even when they forced fed you the rules of silence. You fought for your story to be told in the season of your voice. And inside you reside the melodies of our people. You with an uncontainable wail that grows larger than any tight grip of oppression. With words that force open the doors of a world that was never, that will never be ready for our kind. It's time. It's time for Moon tonight, you with your secret conversations and moments of endearment, the same Moon that will welcome you always on an orbit of Black magic woman wonderment. You who will let this world know that you love her more than she loves you. How do I even thank you for your pain and sacrifice? You who will let this world know that you love her more than she loves you. Thank you. Thank you. And I want to apologize on behalf of what is happening to our people in South Africa. I don't know if I should take responsibility. The kind of crisis that happens in the world, that is currently happening in South Africa, seems to always find its way to devour Black people, to devour women. And it looks like we are always the disposable ones, the ones who are available for violence to just meet itself and lash itself onto our skins. And I hope that we find a better place. I hope that through our words, we are able to mend the situation, and we are always going to find the spirit of Pan-Africanism, because this is what we were taught, and I hope that my young sisters and I are going to help this situation. I pray and I give the energy, and above all, I thank you for welcoming me into this space. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We most sincerely thank you. Well, it's over time. I call upon Safia Ismail Yeru, who will also present a piece of prose. You're welcome, please.
Yeah, he raped me. Iyatu had never heard Naja's tone like this before, devoid of emotion. Iyatu examined her friend closely. She was almost certain that Naja had indeed lost her mind. Your husband raped you. Are you crazy, Naja? Why am I even asking you? You have totally lost your mind. I must inform Baba and Dada at once so they can begin special prayers for you. Your own husband, who paid your bride price and literally owns you now, raped you? Kai Naja, haba. Naja made some agonizing noises in her throat like a wounded animal. Iyatu started reciting portions of the Quran she had memorized and breathed on Naja's head to chase away whatever evil spirit it was that had suddenly afflicted her friend. She was shocked when she saw the tears gushing from Naja's eyes. She could see the pain in her teary eyes, too. Iyatu fought the urge to cry for her friend. She held Naja's hands and consoled her. You don't believe me, Iya, do you? If even you, my friend, do not believe me, how do I expect others to? How? Iyatu did not know what to make of the situation. How could Naja say that her husband raped her? How could one's husband rape one? It is like saying a mother stole from her own cooking pot. It made no sense to her at all. Wallahi, he raped me, Iya. Believe me, he did. Iyatu nodded. Naja stopped crying when she saw signs that Iyatu had finally believed her. She narrated what happened. Iyatu listened and her heart went out to her friend. They had underestimated the man, and he had simply shown them that he was a man, wiser and stronger. What do I do, Iya? Please tell me, what do? I feel used and cheated. He gave me painkillers. Imagine. I never knew that he could be that irresponsible. To think that I was actually contemplating resigning my fate to spend the rest of my life with him as my husband. He is not just old, he's a monster. I will never, I repeat, never live with him as my husband. I'd rather die than live with him. You hear? Tightening her grip on Iyatu's hands. Yeah, Iyatu, I will die before I ever let that shameless old man touch me again. So if you come and find me dead, know that he tried to lay his callous fingers on me again. I will buy rat poison and keep. It might come in handy. Iyatu was shaken by Naja's sudden outburst. She knew that Naja was not bluffing. She meant every word. If she was not crazy, she would certainly do what she said she would. Iyatu sighed. How could she tell Naja that they could not even contemplate reporting the matter to anyone? Because no one would expect that she had not mated with her husband after being married to him for such a long time. In fact, people had even started to look at her critically, with their eyes lingering a little longer on her abdomen to see if it was beginning to bulge. To say the fact, Malam Ilu acted like a gentleman before now. How many men will do what he had done? Iyatu thought, but she dared not point this out to Naja. You have to pull yourself together, Naja, and come to terms with reality. Husbands do not and cannot rape their wives. You hear? He paid your bride price, didn't he? And there was a wedding, which we all witnessed. So why do you think he married you? To let you eat his food and watch you grow? Come on, Naja, grow up. Now don't let Baba or Dada hear this. Alhaji is contesting the forthcoming elections. Chinedu's voice interrupted her thoughts. She could not tell if he was sober. His voice no longer slurred as it did when he came in. She said nothing. Are you deaf? I said Alhaji, the owner of the roof above your head, is contesting in the forthcoming elections. Something snapped in Chinelo, and she wanted to ask her husband why she should care that some Ghanaian Muslim man who owned the uncompleted building they slept in would be contesting for elections. She wanted to ask him if Alhaji was his kinsman or if he would offer him an appointment if he won. As if he read her thoughts, he said, he promised to make me his PA when he wins. Chinelo could hold it no longer. She sat up and snapped her fingers and let out a short, mirthless laugh. I can see that poverty is making you lose your sanity as well. You think he will leave his kinsman and give you appointment? You, whom he doesn't even find worthy of guarding his main house and left you to guard an uncompleted building, and you think he will give you an appointment? She felt like screaming the words at him so that they could penetrate the drunken part of his body and get into the sensible part of his brain, or what was left of it. But she did not, because she did not want to wake Uchenna up. Instead, she spoke between clenched teeth and spat each word at him. He promised, he said, and let out a loud belch. Chinelo wrinkled her nose at the smell of fermented beer. This was what her hardworking, sensible, business-minded husband had been reduced to, thanks to the Kanu riots that took all they had except their lives. She made an effort to shut out the memories that always brought tears to her eyes. Her husband used to say she brought him good luck. Could it be that the birth of Uchenna brought them bad luck? She pushed the thought out of her mind, too, and tried to convince herself that her son was a better replacement for all the riches she and her husband had lost. The small voice in her head asked if she would have gone ahead to visit the facility center in Abuja if she knew that shortly after they would lose everything and she would be forced to raise her child in an uncompleted building. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, there about time I call upon some personalities that represent the culture, tradition, and of course the heritage of the Northern Nigeria. We call them the Nkidongwaria. May I so invite them, as they are a symbol that symbolizes that symbolical symbolism of the Northern personalities when it comes to this, when it comes to wedding ceremonies in the Northern Nigeria before now. The Nkidongwaria, if you're ready, may I so present you, please. Let's give them, please, a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Kun shirya lokaci ne da aka baku a fara
lokaci kada ya kare. Alura ware ake so kuma awa da ya gaja mata. Bana ce taron koyayi. Ina shagali sai ke cayi yanzu. Maji daɗi shi ne biki diya mata, Habana ce taron ku yayi kyau sosai. Ina gani na yi tokali so. Habana ce mata Habana ce ta zo. Dibitin gwamnati ke wadi ta wogani. Maji daɗi ni je biki diya mata. Hajiya Hadiza kai ni ke jira sosai. Hajiya Hadiza ke ni ke jira sosai. Sai amai na wadi ta hoyaya. Taron ku yayi kyau ku muke jira sosai. Dibitin gwamnatin wona ce in wasa ke. Na ji daɗi shi ne biki diya mata. A lura wurin nan ware gaje ake so kuma. In ji daɗi shi ne biki diya mata. Hadiza Bala ko ke ni ke jira. Yo Hadiza Bala kuma ke ni ke jira. Dibitin gwamnati ke jira haba yayi. Amma za mu je gidan mai rusau. Mu ji daɗi shi ne biki tawo mai rusau. Amma kai ni ke faɗi sosai. wasa jirgin muloniya uban namu. Bani na yi godiya ya biya ga uban gayya ko ni ke jira sosai. Ga uban gayya ko min ke jira sosai. In ji daɗi shi ne biki diya mata. A lura wurin nan ware gaje ake so kuma. A bana ce ni godiya ni ke sayo. Yau ina mata gwauna na yaba yayi. Hadiza bala aike ni ke waɗi sosai. Hadiza bala aike ni ke faɗi sosai. Hadiza bala aike ni ke faɗi sosai. Duk inda na je sai na wade ki lallai ne. Haba na ce miji na yi godiya ya biya. Ero fa'i.
Ku bi da hankali zani wasa gwamnanmu. Kun ga mai gyara ya ace yana banna. Kaduna da kewaye hankalinmu na kwance. Kun ga sojoji nan suna ta gadinmu. Nasiru Rufaɗiya yana gyara. Kun ga mai gyara wai sai a ce yana bana. Kaduna da kewaye hankalinmu na kwance.
Alura, ayye yaro sha madaran lilo. Ayye yaro sha madaran lilo. Da Allah ku buga ma. Ayye yaro sha madara. Ayye yaro sha madaran lilo. Ku bi na hankali na ishe ku bugawa. Waka ce ganta nan na ishe ku bugawa. Amma ina gaishe ki jirgi Allah wadata. Hadiza bala kuma ke ne ke wahidin nan neran nan waƙan nera ce. Hadiza bala kuma ta biya ne kidana. Ayye yaro sha madaran lilo. Ayye yaro sha madaran lilo. Ayye da mai ruso kuma ruso gashi. So kake jirgi Allah ya wadata. Ka gyara binni ƙauye Allah dai ya wadata. Ero ba imana gaishe shi mai kyan mulki ne. Gadon arzai da fanna.
Wow. How do you feel it? How do you feel it? Absolutely, stupendously fantastic. I love it. Our distinguished esteemed guest, that has been what the instrument is calabash. That is our culture, please. Mr. Ogabo Ochai, if you're ready. Ogabo Ochai, he's a dancer. I love dancing. One thing distract my dancing, my protrusion, bulging, dangling tummy. Otherwise, you see beautiful dance. Mr. Ochai, if you're ready, may I so invite you for your own performance now, please.
and even breathing hurts. You're my comforter. You're my comforter. You won't abandon me. You're with me in the deep, and you won't let me sink, and you won't let me sink. This will be my great redemption. While I wait, you set my feet to dancing. Where there are no words, and even breathing hurts. You're my comforter. You're my comforter. You won't abandon me. You're with me in the deep, and you won't let me sink. No, you won't let me sink. This will be my great redemption. While I wait, you set my feet to dancing. So you and me are the last ones standing. Where I learned to lead more than understanding. 'Cause you were always good. 'Cause you were always good. You were always good. You were always good.
Please, let's give him one round of applause, please. This is a Kaduna person, a Kaduna boy doing it. I'm sure some of us will ask, especially from this part of the world. This a dancer, a well-bodied man, but I'm sure this is an occupation, please. Yeah, we don't know it, but it's a real occupation. It can take him to pluses. He's Kaduna boy. Let's celebrate and give him, please, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's celebrate creativity. All right. The time I call upon for a poetry presentation, D. Beyond Anit Africa. If you're ready, may I so call upon you for this part of the show. We ginger, we encourage a personality when we give them a one round of applause. Yeah, is it going to be good? Right?
Kaduna. 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 Poetry, it's Jamaican. written in the nation language. So I'm going to give you a little taste of it. Then later in the week, I have an evening. You can come back for more. John 9 tell them, say this is a warning, and we no care where you come from, it's a new dawning. Tell the people of the world, revolutions rising. Look to the east and the west, it upon the horizon. Me say, tell your friend, tell your mother, tell your cousin, we're a new generation. We're not afraid of nothing, we want with liberation, emancipation. We want with liberation, emancipation. My friend, me say, we go to school 5 days of the week, relearning the fiction of history, written from the position of a damn victory. But a pure lie, a pure lie, a pure lie, a pure lie. Them a tell, so won't you step in my class? I let me tell you about the past, a new lesson for today, to save our people of tomorrow, a time for we decolonize. Woman and a man say we must realize, broken legacy we are legitimize. When we keep our eyes closed and act surprised, there's a little fella upon the street. Him a pack a little neat Uzi. He's a ghetto today to save our people of tomorrow. A time for we decolonize. Woman and a man say we must realize, broken legacy we are legitimize. When we keep our eyes closed and act surprised. Little Mary Sue says she want blue eyes. Ask her why and she started to cry. My cousin Eileen, she gets the ice cream. Her new dawning. Tell the people of the world, revolutions rising. The people of the world, revolutions rising. The people of the world, revolutions rising. Don't call me West Indian, because I am an African. Emancipation.
Thank you very much. She said, artillery. Clap for her, ladies and gentlemen, once again, please. I love it. All the way from Jamaica. May I so invite Stranger Sherry for some musical interlude, if you're so ready, please. All right. I'll be requesting a shift plus a slight change. Sorry. May I respectfully invite Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Kaduna State, Dr. Hadiza Sabwa Balarabe. We're here for the opening ceremony. And about time we get down to the nitty-gritty of today's event. Opening. Your Excellency, may I so invite you for this very, very important part of the program. Thank you, please. Let's appreciate Her Excellency, please, as she step up to the podium, please.
As part of my CV, that I gave him an award. Members of the creative industry, members of the academia, participants, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here representing His Excellency Malam Nasir El-Rufai, who is not here with you because of some other engagements. But he has asked that I convey to you his warm felicitations and to tell you that he is and will continue to be part of Kabafest. So I will be reading his speech. So just to let you know that these are the words of Malam Nasir El-Rufai, but the voice of Hadiza Balarabe. I'm especially delighted to welcome all our resource persons and participants to the 2019 edition of the Kaduna Book and Arts Festival, Kabafest. This is the third installment of this annual festival of books and ideas. We are confident that it will build on the successes accomplished from the inaugural edition in 2017 and the second edition in 2018. The Kaduna State Government conceived Kabafest as a platform to celebrate literary arts and to encourage literary talent from this side of the country. The first two editions have proven to be a fertile mix of the global and the local, exploring our stories and ideas in conversations and from other cultures. With this third edition, our aspiration to institutionalize Kabafest is being attained. Kaduna State embraces its diversity as a blessing, and it views literature as one of the most important channels that we can use to explain ourselves first to each other and then to the world, building a sense of common community and challenging us to build a better society. Cultural dialogues apart, the creative arts could in themselves be sources of economic dynamism. The Nigerian film industry, our musicians and our photographers are breaking new grounds and demonstrating sustained visibility. We seek to promote the creative arts to not only nurture minds, but also create jobs and wealth for our people. Apart from books, our creative arts program seeks to promote music, film, and the arts in general. We have staged 2 editions of the Kaduna Music Festival, Kadafest, bringing musicians from across the country to perform in Kaduna. We were able to stage a colorful Durbar to mark the centenary of Kaduna City in 2017. I wish to thank the resource persons and participants that have graced the first 2 editions. I have no doubt that Kabafest 2019 will deliver an inspiring experience as well. At this point, I have the honor and privilege to declare the Kaduna Book and Arts Festival open to the glory of God for the advancement of the literary arts, the breaking of barriers, and the fostering of lifelong friendships. Thank you.
She's moving straight away while all of us remain seated as she cut the ribbon signifying the official kickstart of this Kaduna Book and Art Festival 2019. We request all of us to be seated, please. Thank you, Your Excellency. All of us seated. Alhaji Megamu, you're welcome. Give her the mic. Excuse me. The mic is here. Where the mic is? Where's the mic?
I want to cut off keep to declare Kabafest to the glory of God Almighty for the advancement of knowledge and for the growth of our youth. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we're really in it. Our Excellency, for and on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Kaduna State, Madam Nasra Maderofai, OFR, really cut the ribbon. We're now moving straight into the programs. What you have seen is just the tips of the iceberg. Mr. Stindy Shetty, are you ready? Let's clap for him, ladies and gentlemen, please.
Are we back? Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not stingy, I'm strange, shady. Thank you all the same. All right. So I bring you greetings from ABU Zaria. Are there able sites in the house? Come on, make some noise. Naturally ahead, yeah? Ahead. All right, so from the bottom of my heart, first of all, let me start by thanking Kabafest for this beautiful opportunity. It means the world to me. and to the entire team and to Miss Lola, and she's been so very helpful. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. This means so much. I also bring you greetings from my mom, who was supposed to be here, but she took ill yesterday, and so she sends her regards. So this morning, I'm going to be doing a song, but before then, Dala, bari ni tambaya. Ako wace mai suna Fatima Dala na? All right, make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, for Fatima's in the house. So I wrote this song in 2017 while I was serving in the beautiful city of Calabar. You should visit Calabar. It's a beautiful place, beautiful place. After a brief conversation with my mom over the phone, and I call it Fatima. But I must warn you, I'm still looking for Fatima. I don't know where she is. All right, enjoy. Shady string, shady, shady string, shady. Assalamu alaikum, mama. Barka da ladi. May the Father accept our ibadah and grant us His rahmah, ummah. To Abuja na nan dai lafiya, kowa na gaisuwa. It's so lovely to hear your sweet voice again, beautiful mama. I called to tell you about this girl I met at Kaduna Satumba. Tashan jirgin kasa can ragasa, we were on the same train back to Abuja, mama. You remember when you used to say to me, when I finally meet a girl for me, my heart will skip a beat. So gaskiya ba shakka, yanzu I believe, mama. Cause I have met Sarauniyar yan mata, the most beautiful girl in the whole of Arewa. Me, I want to make her my Amaria Umma. I call her Gimbiyar zuciyata. She lights up my heart just like Parwata. I found a yarinya for me, sunanta Fatima. Yeah. Now listen. When I look at her, I see the mother of my kids. I think of her, she brings me so much peace. Can't wait to bring her home to Zaria, Umma. Yarinyar fara kace abin tsafi, muryar ta kaman alewa mugun zaki, ga girki, wayo. From the land of beauty, Adamawa. Used to see her hanchi just like Baturia. Niki Dena Daria, Banwa Sapama. Nache, I have met her, the most beautiful Arewa. Oh, I want to wife her, Ooh, I call her Gimbiyar zuciyata. She lights up my heart just like Parwata. I found a yarinya ya sunanta. Let's do it again. You say, I found a yarinya to ya sunanta. You say, sunanta Fatima. Let's go. I found a yarinya to ya sunanta. One more time, beautiful sound. Okay. I found a yaringa to asuranta. Now listen. True beauty lies in the heart. I was after that right from the start. You would totally see it when you get to meet her, woman. Took your gator baby sister side the other abba. I've gotta go, say mungarawaya. But until then, you know that I love you, mama. So say Anjuma Umma. Thank you so much. I love you all. I love you all. Thank you so much.
Hello. Thank you very much, Mr. Steens Shere. Well, let me ask a question, please. Hello, not you. You are lucky to have a loved one. As for me, any time I try to woo a lady, she says to me, MC Big Boy, you are cool, but your problem, you are stupendously gigantic with a protrusion bulging dangly tummy. So not to you, but I'm sure I never despair. This is Kabafest, who knows? From Jamaica, maybe? Yeah, thank you, please. Distinguished guests, well, there was time I call upon a gentle personality. He's gentle and cool, but he's a brain. He has been a special advisor to the governor right on time. He is a special advisor to the executive, to His Excellency, the Governor of Kaduna State, Madam Nasir Ahmed Rufai, OFR, and is the chair committee on Kabafest. Join me as I welcome off stage Mr. Muyiwa Adekeye. Sir, you're welcome, please. He's going to present a gratitude. You're welcome, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, my task is pretty simple: to thank each and every one of you that has helped to make the opening segment of Kabafest 2019 quite a success. We live in Kaduna, but the gentleman that has just entertained us is a novelty to me. I've never heard of his name nor of his music. And I'm quite certain that over the next few days, many of us will have similar experiences of discovering new things and meeting new people. I want to quickly thank the Governor, Malam Nasir El-Rufai, for initiating the idea of Kabafest and for the support that he and Dr. Adiza Balabe, the Deputy Governor, have provided towards institutionalizing Kabafest as a fixture on our official calendar. I thank our sponsors, Sterling Bank, Yasmin El-Rufai Foundation, and others. I thank the Book Boss Foundation, Lola and her team for making every edition of Kabafest better than the previous one. I invite you to enjoy Kaduna, enjoy Kabafest, and I look forward to hearing your stories and ideas for making our community and country better. Thank you very much.
Hello, thank you very much. Announcing the arrival of a prolific writer, the wife of the Governor of Kaduna State, a certified architect, Her Excellency Architect Adiza Isma El-Rufai. Let's celebrate our ladies and gentlemen, please. What do we do now? We're closing. Her Excellency is here, and we're about rounding off the whole event. But I have an announcement, please. After this, We are moving outside for a workshop. So as we move outside, the volunteers are there. They will appropriate inform us the needful, please. We thank you most sincerely for your own cooperation, corroboration, and collaboration. I remain MC Big Boy. Thank you very much, please. All right, clap for you, all of us, please, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Some music, maybe. Light, as we stage outside for the anything here, please. Or we're just stepping outside for the workshop. You're welcome, please. Her Excellency, and I encourage you. Welcome, Augusta.